So the biblical storyline is a fourfold storyline: creation, fall, redemption, consummation. But I think oftentimes, both for ministers and for parents, we don't think about it holistically. We break that up. And so as a dad, I'm proud of my daughters. I love them. I celebrate their dignity. But I also see, when they're disobedient, when their hearts are beginning to love things that they shouldn't, and I'm quick to step in and bring correction, shepherd their hearts, and help them move in the right direction. But sometimes I think I can focus on just the first two parts of the storyline: their dignity, created in the image of God, creation, and their sin, wanting to shepherd their hearts. But when we just live there, we'll become the kind of graceless parents that just modify behavior, or just leverage our kids' life for their personal success, maybe for their advancement in a career one day, or them building the resume they need to get college scholarships, rather than focusing on the eternal realities of what's happening in the rest of the story. When what we need to do as parents is to step in, confess our own sins to our children, be intentional about talking to them about how their faith in Christ now has an impact for eternity. I think an equal but opposite danger beguiles those who are in Christian ministry. Our job as pastors and children's ministers is to disciple the next generation. And so we focus on gospel-centered lessons. We focus on preparing kids for eternity. So we're thinking about redemption and consummation. But the trouble is, we can sometimes forget just how difficult it is for families to live in a real world. We forget the dignity and the fallenness part of the equation. We forget how hard it is to do family discipleship when parents are managing field hockey practice and allergy shots and carpool and all of the things that happen day in and day out. And I think our ministries need to be geared toward meeting families where they are, thinking about realistic rhythms in their life, and also talking about the real needs that parents and people in the church, or maybe even in the communities around the church, are facing on a day in and a day out basis, so that we don't live in this kind of ethereal world up here that's a gospel-centered world, but doesn't actually connect to the real place where kids are. And one of the best ways to do this is to just, when we're teaching the text, to ask the question, who in this story needs the good news, and why do they need it? And to help the families we're ministering to identify with those people who need the good news. Because then when the rescue comes in the passage, then when God shows up and brings change for Israel, maybe and delivers them through the Red Sea, or rescues the Israelite army from Goliath through David, we see the exact ways that he steps in and delivers us in our great need as well, so that we can put our trust in him.